chat there. Alright, let's see how the stream is going. Cool. Let me grab my earbuds. There's no whatever. That's cool. Alright, now for this. Hope you all are having a good day today. The 0 people that are watching this, but you know. Open Pura. That's Perplexity. Open. Puref. Gonna pull up my references. I'm gonna try making a dragon today. Ain't looking quite like a dragon yet, but it'll get there. It'll get there eventually. You know, trust the process type of thing. I am not an interesting person, but I try to be. Speakers still. Alright, there we go. Alright, my desktop audio is turned off. Video capture's on. It's cool. Alright. I don't know if you guys would be able to hear it. Ah. Better not have some music playing. Don't need to be hit with copyright. Ooh. That is far from being accurate. That is a no-go. Yes, Gloria. It is a dragon. Monitor calibrations. Gotta calibrate my monitor because it was acting up. Okay, there we go. And once again, thank you for coming. Which one are you on? Explains that. Was working on this one last. Kudo point for me. Remind me of my aunt. Apparently I say it the British way. I've always said aunt. Maybe you could do me a favor and share it with some people, Gloria. When did I tell you that? I don't remember telling you that. I might have. I don't like the accent. I don't care about the wording of things. Oh, we got Soriano in the chat. Let's go. It'd be nice if he, said something. My dude, if you're here, say something. I've got a short list, but I'll send it out. Thank you, Gloria, for the help. I'll send it to my friends, but I don't got a lot of them. I'll send it to like the 3 I have. Joe Mama. Kill me, Soriano. Kill me. Hope the family's doing good. If you got questions on what I'm doing, ask. I'm trying to make this like as atomically as giving as realistic anatomy as possible. If that makes sense. It's gonna be way thinner. I think I'm just gonna go back into oh shit. There we go. And S, Shift Z, Shift. There we go. That's better. Oh man, I should send this to Arbello. Get him to watch it. I got like a million people I could send this to, actually, when I think about it. Now, Soriano, did you just get out recently, or have you been out for a while? I can't remember if we talked about that or not. Don't think I don't pay attention. I just have shit memory. I haven't figured that part out, Gloria. I have no clue. All I know is it flies. October. You got out actually a couple months after I did. That's crazy. Have you been in San Antonio this whole time? And I thought you said that. I really did. No, did you just stay in San Diego since then? And then just recently moved there, or did you go somewhere else for a little bit? I feel like we talked about this, but I can't remember half of it. I'm gonna be honest. Granted, I also been having a lot of headaches lately, so it's a horrible excuse, but it's the one I'm gonna go with. I probably should drink more water, less protein shakes. Okay, you weren't. I knew you were in Washington for a while. I thought so. That's where my buddy Will is. Were you like in the Seattle area? I don't think this arm right here is long enough. Oh man, on the wrong object. Okay, alright. I mess with Idaho. Idaho's cool. Boise gets weird though. For being such a red state, you would not expect such a blue city. Drink water and drive on. I survive strictly off of willpower and hatred. creating a dragon. Do I know what kind? Not one clue. I know it flies though. That's the goal so far. Is it needs to fly. Or at least look like it can fly. If you want to see my references, let me grab the damn things. There we go. So, most animals that fly have a very expansive chest area. And right here, they all generally have this. I can't remember what it's called. Something with a P, I think. Anyway, most birds that fly have that, as you can see. Ones that don't have it. So I gave the dragon that. And then my other references. So, yeah. Kim, check your channel out. Which one's Kim again? I forget. Unless I'm actively like looking at the person, I don't remember them off the top of my head. I don't feel like I talk to enough people at Bible study. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We know who you can. We know who you are. Terrifying. I didn't do it. Don't yell at me. I still can't. I really need to pay attention to more people at Bible study. Pain management's cool. Over parents. Ah, that's neat. Congratulations. I imagine one day I'll be loved enough to have kids. Or at least tolerated. The goal is there. The goal is there. I don't know if I should do this. Should I do this? That's not what I want to do. 1, 2. I'm trying to add this spine here without giving him scoliosis. Make it thicker here. There we go. Pull that down a bit. Well, if anyone wants to hear a funny, embarrassing story, I got major catfished twice this weekend. That was fun. Nothing. Second time, I think I told Gloria the first time. The second time, um, it was after church. Matched with the person right after church. Decided to go on a date with him later that day. And this was last Sunday. And showed up. And the person that showed up was... So the picture they had was what looked like a 25-year-old white girl. I'm pretty sure what showed up was a 50-year-old transvestite Hispanic man. So, that was an event that happened. You're telling me. Looked nothing like his picture. Well, her picture, its picture, I don't know. But that, I could not have gone out of there as quick as I can. I didn't even stay the full hour for that one. I was like, nope, not doing it. Not nice enough for this. I have my limits. The first time was almost just as bad. I was expecting a girl that was around my age. She looked like, in the picture, she looked like she was like 180 pounds. What showed up was the equivalent of Godzilla. Just doof, doof, doof. I was like, Kojira has come. Thank God we just got coffee. I was not looking forward to that. I refused to hit her back up after that. That was not a fun day. I think I'm just straight up done with dating at this point. I think I'm doing pretty good on the body here. I should probably focus on a little bit on the tail. Should create the tail, honestly. Yeah, some people have their limits, you know, Gloria. Some people have their limits. My limit is generally, like, if I ask someone to be with me for, like, you know, if I'm going to ask you for your time, I'm generally, even if I don't enjoy the time, I'm still going to, like, toughen it out, you know? Like, what kind of person would I be if I asked you to come all the way over, hang out with me, and then I just immediately turn around? Like, I still feel like there's some, like, a baseline level of respect you gotta do. Even if you don't like the person. But at the same time, lying is still lying, so that was just me. Yeah, I am 25. But my knees act like they're 70, so... Where is it? Control A, apply scale. There we go. Sculpt. Reminish. Yeah, but at the same time, you know, with the bigger girl, I feel like it could have just been like, you know, she just gained weight since those pictures. Like, they were just older pictures, so not full deception. But yeah, pretending to absolutely not be the person that you say you are is just wild. Like, that was an experience. That's why I left out that one. I refuse. There is like a certain level that I have my tolerance for. I don't know if I should just leave this straight and just use a curve modifier later. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I could just redo it if I need to. Yeah, it's gonna save me in the long run if I use a curve modifier. Suffer now so you don't suffer later in worse ways. Cesar Crandall told me that one. Should probably make sure I'm mirroring this so I can get as accurate as I can. Hope everyone had a good holidays. Mine was okay. Can't say it was like the most eventful. Just me and my buddy Jack Daniels. Haha. He's never let me down. Oh, thank you. Well, you stay safe, Kim. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Wish I had my earbuds. It's quiet. Tail's not looking too bad. Yeah, that's cool. Join. Sculpt. Go down to that one. Remesh. Oops. Fucked up. Remesh. There we go. Oops. Gloria, how was your day today? And Soriano, if you're still there, how was your day? Did you have a good day? I am very tired. wondering where I put my earbuds. It's gonna bug me for a while. I left them out in the car. Hey, I'm glad you're still here. I was getting worried. Nobody gonna let me down. Never gonna give you up. Fun fact about me, when I was a kid. Oh, my day was okay, Gloria. I can't say it was like super productive. I got up super late. We got up at like 9 because I stayed up till like 2 this morning. And so, got up at 9, went to my chiropractor session, then I went to the gym, got home. Well, no, I didn't get home. I went to the store to buy a bunch of stupid props for that TikTok I made, which I need to send Soriano. It's stupid, but also funny. Actually, if you're following my TikTok, you should be able to see it, Soriano. It's stupid, but it's funny. I thought about that when I was at the gym. I don't know why it made me laugh so hard. So, I just did it. Thinking, what should I don't know, I'm pretty happy with this, but at the same time, I feel like I can add more. It's a nice base, don't get me wrong, but it's missing a lot too. Decisions. Guess I can work on the eye socket for now. So. I thought it was pretty fun. The last sequence was pretty funny. What's that? Is that a movie? Oh, wait, no, you're talking about my TikTok video. I thought it was stupid, I'm gonna be honest. But I don't know why I had to make that. Probably one of the least productive Mondays I've had in a while. Yes, that is exactly what I would like. Is some feedback. Unless it's bad feedback. I will tell you. Because I'm mean. I'm joking, you. I'm joking. I won't tell you. I just won't do it. Something about this doesn't feel quite right to me. It's almost like... Yeah, I want this more sunken in. I gotta look at the alligator eyes more. Yeah. Okay, I see. Miss Gloria, you gonna give me that feedback? Otherwise, lane legs are fine landing on soft sand. Oh, here. I get what you're talking about now. So when it comes to the wings, I'm actually modeling it after the bats. So it's not necessarily going to land like a normal animal. Like, it's mostly like the creature has evolved in the mountains. Like, it's too big to fly like a normal animal. Like, it can't just take off from the ground. It has to like glide. It jumps off of a mountain and glides up. That'd be more like an anatomically correct dragon, like a more plausible one. So it will have more like bat-like characteristics. Like, doesn't mean it can't be on the ground, it's just not meant to be. Like, you don't see a lot of bats walking around on the ground. Oops. I done goofed. Damn alarm went off. Scared the hell out of me. It's 8:30. I'll probably stream for another 30, 40-ish minutes. I'm gonna try to do this more often. Might as well, you know? You guys don't have to join every stream. I'll just tell you, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. Understand. People got lives. As much as I would love to think the world revolves around me, it don't. My world doesn't even revolve around me. Yeah, see, that was another thing I was thinking of, was giving a softer one. But then I was thinking that maybe I could attach that membrane from the bat to it, so making it more into like a kite. But I'm not sure. But also, like, making, or I could do like a big old fin to help it glide, not glide, but like change direction in the wind, almost like, what's like a tail fins for a bird, not for a bird, for a plane. So. It's also another thing I was thinking of. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. Maybe that might actually not be a bad idea, making that tail leaner. I'll think about that actually. Now that you said that. Making the tail leaner might actually be a better idea. At the same time, I don't want to completely restrict myself with this. Like, I like restricting myself, but at the same time, it's still a fantasy creature. I still want to have fun with it. I don't know if I like these horns, though. I might change the horns. I might redo them. They give way too much, like, a Dragon's Tail vibe. Soriano, did you watch the Super Bowl halftime? I was thinking about calling you up and seeing if you could translate it in real time for me. Can't both mess with the guy. It was boring. You didn't like the Espanol? All the Spanish that was going on? It's hilarious. Honestly, I only watch the Super Bowl for the halftime show. I don't even watch the game because I just find football so boring. I don't watch it. No, by all means. Yeah. I still like the idea. I don't know, the thinner tail or smaller tail is kind of growing on me. I might do that. Now, what do you guys think about these horns? Yay or nay? I don't know. I might swap them out. all lumpy. Should this be a girl or a boy? How dare I assume it's gender? Like speed running to get canceled. Like, do you want to just see the face or do you want to see the whole body? Like, here's the whole body. I still got a long ways to go. This might take a while. This might be like a 2-week project or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how far I want to go with this project. Because I do want to eventually, like, retopologize it. And then, as well as, you know, slightly animate it. But that takes quite a while. Bigger horns. You know, I was thinking about that. I was thinking the horns might need to be bigger. But at the same time, I was thinking, you know, like, I was, like, kind of wanting this to be like a juvenile. If you think about that, but I don't know. I feel like bigger horns would be a good idea, but I was thinking about making the spines down the center big. Maybe like sexual dimorphism or something like that. You know, females get smaller ones, males get bigger ones, or something like that. I don't know. Horns might need to be bigger. I do appreciate that. Let's make something slightly pointed. I should use the mask function for this, but I kind of just want to be lazy. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like the spinal crown. The horn crown. That'd be cool. I dig that. I like that. could really use a cup of coffee right now. I'm trying to avoid it. I got like 18 more minutes of this that I can do. I gotta get up early in the morning. Well, I technically don't have to get up early in the morning, but I like to. So, probably gonna go hit my first workout of the day. Something light. You say that, but if it had sharp horns, I think it would probably do headbutts less. You think about it, horns that protrude backwards usually means that they're counters for bigger predators that attack them. So something bigger than this would try to consume it. It's like the same reason tigers behind their ears, they have white marks that look like eyes. It's so that bigger tigers wouldn't attack them from behind. Yeah, I only sleep in if I lock the cats in. I do have a video I need to send you that is an event that happened this morning with Booger. Do I want that sharper? He will have teeth. I just like the idea of giving him a beak. Feels right. One thing a lot of people don't realize when it comes to drawing is they don't generally, not drawing, but well, drawing and 3D modeling, is when you're making a fantasy creature, you have to think about the anatomy that's behind what you're doing. So it's like, what would be underneath this? And I'm thinking it would probably be like, this would probably be like a hard keratin. So be easier to rip off flesh. That sounds good in theory, right? But like, horns are fragile. Like, yeah, for us they're strong, but like if you're comparing it to another like 2-ton animal, horns can break off pretty easy. So they're generally not meant for attack, but more for defense. Like, think of like porcupine quills. Like, yeah, if you have a ram's horn where this center circumference is like this big, then yeah, that's one thing. But when it's like a fraction of that, then no, it's definitely more for like defense than offense. But yeah. Yeah, like really focus with this. Alright, mask is blending. Alright. Make sure I don't have masking where I don't want it to be. Of course. There we go. That's better. Now mask. Sharpen. Smooth mask. Increase contrast. Do I want that? Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. Alright. Now we're going to invert. Yeah. We're going to invert the mask. We will pull this out. Oops. Not what I want to do. Oh shit. Control Z. There we go. How do I want to go about that? How do I want to? I could do this. Yeah. Go along the edge here. Honestly, my favorite part of 3D modeling is when it comes to like making the damage and the stories behind these creatures. Like, you look at it, it's like, man, why does that have a scar there? Like, what's the reasoning? Like, what are some of these main characteristics these animals have, or these people? I think that's like one of my favorite things. I wanted to be streaming a lot sooner, but everything did not want to work today. It was wild. It was actually driving me insane. I have something for this. Is that the brush I want to use? No. That's not really good. I'm trying to figure out what brush it is that I need. I'm trying to smooth this out. Man, I look tired. Damn, it's crazy. I feel tired. One of my buddy Will's in the chat. Will, are you here yet? He probably just said it on his phone and then left. Trying to get me them views. I need them views. How's that looking so far? Don't be looking bad. Gloria, what time are you gonna be going to bed tonight? Ooh, there's someone I need to text real quick. I totally forgot about. Relatable. I think that once I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna pass the hell out. Not horrible. Needs a little bit more refining, but it's not too bad. A little lumpy for my taste, but you know, it can always be fixed later. That's better. Alright. I like that. Mask, clear mask. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Simulations, paint, general. I don't have my scale brushes. No. I gotta find those. Damn. I bought like a bunch of dragon scale brushes the other week. I don't know where the hell they went. I'm a little annoyed. It's supposed to be right here. It's gonna be a lot of refinements. A lot of trial and error. Don't he look scary? Good rough design. Yeah, it's coming along. It's going better than I thought it would be. Can't say I'm like super happy with it. Oh, I'm on this one. There. I was wondering what the hell that was about. Yes, still need to. There's actually a really cool, I think it's like a thought documentary or something like that about dragons. It's like, it's not like actually, it's not real or anything, but it's the concept of the idea. And they were talking about how dragons would have molars for them to be able to consume heavy amounts of flint. And I was like, that's a cool idea because they would use the flint to spark in their mouth, and that way once they release the hydrogen built up in their system, it would actually cause the fire to go off, that spark. So that was an interesting concept. It's not too far off from real life animals. There's a prehistoric animal. Every fossil of it found had a bunch of rocks where its stomach should be, and they came to the conclusion that it would eat rocks to help digest plants. The rocks would grind the plant material inside its stomach. So, animal eating rocks is not out of the ordinary. Yeah, I think you're right too. I think the bird with that long beak, the yellow orange one, I think it eats clay, I think. So yeah. I'm gonna try to live stream every day, but I don't know how that's gonna go. I know I need to make like a jowl here. There we go. Like something like that. That's better. Almost like lips. Alright. I just don't know how I'm gonna transition the lips to the keratin, but that's for me for a later day. I also want to add because his mouth's open, some straination here. Like it's pulling the muscles. More like, let's actually do something more like this. No, not like that. More like, yeah, see what I'm putting down? Because I don't. Yeah, something like that. His mouth's open. So, something like here. here. Some muscle pull here. Isn't it scary? It is terrifying. Yo, you guys got any names for this dragon? Like a species name? Don't give me anything cringy. Oof. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:03. I'm actually gonna hop off, guys. Thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate you, friends. Y'all are great. You stay safe. Soriano, if you're listening, Gloria, if you're listening, thank you very much. Gloria, tell Kim I said thank you for coming. You all have a nice day. Stay safe. Good night.